What is an integration agreement for? In this case, it implies the integration of the economies of the countries where the process of globalization becomes necessary to culminate and close integration agreements in its different levels and forms, where the efforts of each nation are focused on factors such as the internationalization of companies, mergers, or increased intra-regional trade. Economic integration agreements have the following objectives: the elimination of obstacles to trade and free movement of goods, merchandise, and people, reduction or transportation cost, implementation of common policies in different sectors of the economy. They also establish tariffs or external tariffs to non-member countries, increase trade among member countries, and decrease the risks or of uncertainty in the global economy. The process of the economy integration is favorable in many ways. It allows countries to specialize and trade without government interference, which can benefit all economies, resulting in reduced cost and ultimately increased overall wealth.
The multilateral organizations, they are not profit institutions and they are made of, of contribution for same governments. Since these organizations are made of more than 3 nations, for example 3 countries. The principal main mission is to work together as group against the same problems in the same countries, and an aspect related to the countries that make up the organizations. Um, The main multilateral organizations worldwide are the principal in the world is United Nations organization, is the same ONU. The World Trade Organization is WTO, and International Monetary Fund. Colombia is a member country on main multilateral financial organizations through for Minister of Finance and Credit and Public Credit, with World Bank, Inter-American Development Bank of Latin America, Caribbean Development Bank, Caribbean, Central American Bank for Economic Integration, and this is so important, International Monetary Fund.
Okay, in this part, I am going to talk about the current integration treaties. The first treaties, we find the treaties of EFTA, Colombia, and excuse me, FTA, Colombia, and EFTA. Then this treaty was signed on July 1 in the year 2011. In this treaty was signing to have free trade and elimination of tariff barriers. In second, in the treaty FTA that was signed between Colombia and South Korea. This treaty was signed on April 14 of the year 2016. Okay, in this treaty was signed to have free trade zone between the parties. Additionally, these two countries seek integration of for the growth of the economic between the parties. On the other hand, is the treaties of the between Colombia and Mexico. Then this treaty was signed on January 1 of the year 1995. Okay, in this part it's important to mention that initially it was made up of three countries that are Colombia, Mexico, and Venezuela, and these treaties many products were the latex, but in the year 2006 there was a complaint from Venezuela, so Colombia and Mexico modified the trade agreement. After we have the commercial agreement between Colombia and Chile. Then this treaty was signed on May 8 in the year 2009. Okay, the agreement aims to eliminate tariff barriers, and additionally, this treaty helped to regulate electronic commerce, training service, and protection of the environment. Okay, now we have the treaty between Colombia and Northern Triangle. This commercial agreement was signed first in the year 2009 with Guatemala and the year 2010 with El Salvador. In these treaties, the countries seek the commercial strengthening among them, because for the North Triangle, Colombia was a strong strategically. Excuse me. In this part, I talk about of the treaty between Colombia and Canada. This treaty was signed on August 15 in the year 2011. In this commercial agreement is very important to mention that for Colombia this commercial agreement it was very important because this country, Canada, is a world power. Okay, on the other hand, this treaty has a purpose total integration of goods, service, labor, market, environment, and investment. And finally, we have the commercial agreement between Colombia and Estados Unidos. United States. that was signed in May 15 of the year 2012. In this trade, tariff barriers were eliminated. For Colombia, it was a difficult agreement. Because why? Because the agriculture sector was being affected, including, um, however, that was done was to include control mechanisms to avoid the weighing on the agricultural industries of Colombia. And finally, we have in the treaty FTA Colombia and European Union. This commercial agreement was signed the November 8th of the year 2014. In this trade, allowed degradations to be removed for items that came from the European Union. And finally, here we can find the reference from where we get the data. And thank you, teacher. No more.